Welcome to the channel. My name is Charles Wollertz. This is Wollertz Photography, and this is the edition number 4 of the stock photography game. Where I show you images side by side, and one of these have sold well over 100 times more than the other one. Now my goal is to share with you my experience, my numbers. This is what I have, what sold and for how much, and see if you can guess and get a little bit better understanding on how stock photography works with a little bit of my explanation on the why after 15 years of shooting stock. So, are we ready? So these are two images from the same garden, same dog. They were about a week apart. You could tell by the weeds in the garden. Now one of these has sold 131 times and the other one 31 times. 100 times more. Can you tell me which one? 3, 2, 1. The one with the leading line. Look at that line in the beds, the garden beds. They go directly across. Even though it wasn't manicured, that one leads the viewer into the image. That one sold 131 times for a total of $97. The other one, however, pay attention, 31 times for a total of $81.73. So even though it sold 100 times less, they're very similar in revenue. That's why you never know. Upload as many as you can and you'll have better opportunity. Let's go on to the next photo. Okay, next round. So I have two photos from the Blue Hole in Belize. These were both taken the same day and uploaded at the same time. So one of them has sold 935 times and the other one 263 times. Can you guess which one? So it is called the Blue Hole in Belize because it's blue. So it's got that deep blue color with the ocean, and it looks beautiful, especially from the air. But if you look at the photos, one of them, probably because of the airplane and the angle, it has a greenish purplish tint to it. That one's only sold 263 times for a total of $198.50. The other one that sold 935 times, that was made $578.10. And why? The white balance. It was blue. If I would have adjusted the white balance, the other one probably would have very similar sales. A buyer is gonna buy the one that looks blue because it's called the Blue Hole. There's a reason for this. So that's why I say neutral white balance, things that look realistic are gonna generate you more income because that's what people want, especially a feature like this. All right, let's go on to the next set of pictures. All right, now to continue with the aerial theme, I have two photos I did in Costa Rica. Let me buckle these in. Now these photos, one of these has sold 1,382 times and the other one 223. Can you guess which one? And I'll tell you why in a second. All right, so the islands, the Tortuga Islands, I thought those looked beautiful. They were both from the same flight, same airplane, right out the window, both photos taken in automatic mode. The one with the islands has sold 223 times, $115.91. I think that's how much a flight was. The other one, 1,382 downloads for a total of $709 for a photo taken out of the window in automatic, 74 cents too. If you look at the composition, even though the horizon's slightly out of whack, the leading lines, the other ones, the islands are in the middle. There's limited use for that. When you have the curve, the leading lines, there's text that could be added. The color of the water looks beautiful. That one sold over 1,000 times more than the other one and made almost $600 more than the other one from the same flight, all because of the composition. That's super important. Anyway, next. All right, these next two photos, they're both seaweed snacks. One of them is fresh and the other one was in a package. It's more like a snack. One of these has sold 125 times and the other one 34 times. Now this agency doesn't tell me the amount, so I can't share with you how much I made, but which one has sold 125 times? The fresh seaweed has sold 125 times The one in a packet, the dried snacks, has sold 34 times. The reason? It's use. They're both taken on a white background, same lighting, same day. The only difference is use. Chances are something fresh, especially when you're talking about a healthy snack, is gonna sell more than something packaged and dehydrated. And even though it's good and it's still selling, I'm glad I did both, but the freshness is always going to sell more than dehydrated stuff. All about the use. Keep going. It's not focusing. Okay, there we go. Now for these next two photos, let me get under the trees here. I have two pens. One's on a white background, a pen and a pad. One's on a white background, the other one's on a wooden background, which I've used a lot, by the way. One of these has sold 100 times, and the other one has sold 5 times. Can you guess which one? And I'll tell you why in a second. So the one on the wooden background, the one on the table that's recycled, has sold 99 times. The other pen and paper on white, 5 times. And why? Again, we're going with recycle, we're going with save the planet, we're going with that concept. All this is very important. Again, when I say pay attention to what's happening around your world, I don't mean go out and do pictures of any random crazy stuff. Recycled paper on a pen, on a wooden board, cutting board with a pen, 100 downloads, more than paid for the pen and the paper. The other one, 5 times. I still take that any day. Next. All right, now we have concepts. These are close-ups. These are handwritten messages that I wrote on these little popsicle sticks. One of these have sold 168 times. The other one, 46 times. Can you guess which one? Yes, top down, things where you write, where you read. Top down has more use because you could read the whole thing. The other one is challenging to find the words to read. So yes, 168 downloads compared to 46. The difference, usage, as always, top down, you can read all the messages, they're positive, they're upbeat. The other one, you can only read a few, and the other ones go out of focus. So when you do something written down, top down usually sells more. But remember, I did about 100 or 200 images, all with different words, different things. All of them are selling. I've made a few $100 from these popsicle sticks with handwritten notes. So if I could do it, you could do it too. I only did these in English, so if you speak any other language, you can write any other language, go for it. Next. All right, now this next example are Christmas photos. Now you might have seen some of these pictures in my channel and other videos, but I don't think I've showed you how many sales I've made with these. So one of these photos have sold 108 times, and the other one a total of 2 times. Can you guess which one? Yes, I think it's obvious. The ornaments, the recycled ornaments are gonna sell a lot more. But the interesting part is those ornaments have sold 108 times for 45 bucks. That's 50 cents a photo. The other one that sold 2 times has made me a total of $73.65. Because one of those sales, whatever reason, was for $73.55 and the other one was for 10 cents. Why? I don't know. You never know with stock. Just upload as much as you can. You will get surprised sometimes when you sell images for a lot more money. And it's just a usage for whatever someone's using it. They wanted to pay more for that usage. Maybe exclusive use, I don't know. But the reason, whatever, I made these photos the same day. I was doing Christmas concepts. $73 for candy canes in a grid like that. Whatever, I'll take it. Next. All right, and now we got to the last photo of this contest. 2 birds I did in Belize, both around the same time, uploaded at the same time. One of them has sold 309 times, the other one 69 times. Can you guess which one? All right, when we're talking toucans, I really thought the toucan, the big guy with the yellow, the bright bill, The Kill Bill toucan, I thought that one would have sold more, but it's only sold 69 times for $123. That's about $2 a download. That was one of those surprise downloads. The other one that sold 309 times has made me $121. So it sold almost 4 times more for the same amount of money. Again, usage is the only difference. I thought both of these have potential. I would have thought the toucan that's leading into the image with his eye and his bill, I thought that would sell more times. We all have surprises. The other ones, you could see the food. It was on a feeder thing, 121 bucks. I'll take it. That paid for that hotel room that night. I still don't know with this one. That's a surprise, but I wanted to show you the amount of money that you can make with less sales. And now when people ask me why I shoot these things for stock, I don't go out and do lifestyle. That's a lot of that sales. But you can see with these numbers, you can see with these photos, you don't have to get crazy. Just shoot what you like, but shoot a lot of it. You need numbers. This is a job. You're expected to go to work and work 40 hours a week. If you can do 10 hours a week, 20 hours a week dedicated to stock, you will do great. But anyway, let me show you what I've been working on. All right, so recently we had a big heavy snowstorm and it brought down quite a few trees. This was one of them. So I thought I could carve out a chain out of it with using the chainsaw. And it looks okay. It needs a little bit of help. I'm gonna sand it down and give it a little bit more detail. But this tree is bugging me. You can see how this is similar to stock photography because you do the best with what you have. It doesn't really matter what camera you have, what lens you have. It matters how much effort you put into your work. This, you might have guessed, this didn't happen while I was filming. That's why I only showed bits and pieces. This took me about a week to finish. A little bit here, a little bit there. You don't have to do everything at once. One link at a time, and you'll finish what you started one day. It doesn't matter when. Just apply yourself and you'll do great. Let me know how you did in the game. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Apparently that is 2017 or something like that. So, peace.